everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we all know that there are two sides to the story. There's their side, your side, honey, and the truth. And in this video that I am about to play for you all, Keke, which is Latisha's cousin, is saying that initially when she was supposed to go on the show, it was supposed to be a mutual understanding or some type of mutual agreement between her and Latisha. Now, Keke says that Latisha was going to help her to be, I guess, maybe a friend of the show or help her to be more of a permanent cast member. But Keke says Latisha switched it up on her. She says instead of Latisha helping her, Latisha started playing this victim role to where it looked like Keke was attacking Latisha's marriage, and Keke's character is made to seem like she is jealous of Latisha. And honey, Keke had a lot, and I mean a mouthful to say about the whole situation. So before I play this video, here are my thoughts. I feel you get what you sign up for. As we know, Love and Marriage Huntsville is messy. I don't know if that was the real intent of the show from the beginning, honey, but it's messy now. And knowing what Keke knows now, she just needs to continue to move strategically with Latisha, Latisha's mom, Miss Wanda, and Marceau, and be about her own business. Allow the show to work for you. And it also seems like Keke wanted her friendship with her cousin Latisha to be the same on camera as it was off camera, but that is certainly not the case. So y'all take a listen and leave your thoughts in the comment section of this video. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys
But I'm not the type of person to fake or sugarcoat anything. And let me also say this. When people come for you and they say that, well, you're discussing my business, don't discuss my business. It's kind of like a diss or a jab, especially when you know that you have not done that. Let me backtrack for a minute. Let me say this, okay? Of course, being on a show, there are certain things that you're going to have to discuss for the most part. So you get asked to discuss some of those things, and some of those things just come up naturally. So you take part in the conversation. So I did take part in a conversation about Latisha and Marceau. I didn't say anything that wasn't already known. Neither did I try to. Let me say this, y'all. Everyone who knows me knows what type of person I am, knows what type of friend that I am. I am not the type of person that's a malicious person. A lot of people are saying and running with the narrative that you went on TV to go against your cousin. No, I didn't, y'all. I didn't go on TV. I would never go on TV to go against my cousin. Truth be told, my cousin and I had a discussion about that, and I'm trying to make sure that I don't say something that I shouldn't say right now, because some things will be revealed. But she and I had an understanding. She knew that I was going on the show before I filmed one scene. She knew. We talked about it, we discussed some things, and we were supposed to be doing this thing together. But I feel like she switched it up on me. It's not me who switched it up on her. It was her job. Well, not her job, but it was she who switched it up on me. Hey, beauty, we know you're... No, I'm not a malicious person. And I do want everyone to understand that. I have had a lot of people, trying to come for me and say, you're disloyal, yada, yada, yada. Let me make this very clear. I have always been the type of person to stick up for my family and my friends and the people who I love. I can't even think of a time somebody has come for my family or my friends in my presence that I didn't get involved, okay? I have always been that person, that rah-rah person for Tisha, like, what you want to do? Like, nah, they not gonna mess with you. What we need to do? What's happening? Don't talk to my cousin this way. Don't treat my cousin that way. I would jump for her before she would jump for her. That's how it's always been. Keke has always jumped for Tisha. And I don't feel like that's always been reciprocated. As a result of me becoming fed up, decided that I'd had enough. And I had enough of the victim, people playing the victim card when they know that that's not the case. So even for her to run with that narrative that I was coming on to the show to try to be malicious and go against her when she knows very well that's not the case, that really ticked me off. And I most definitely felt and still do feel some kind of way about that, because she knows that's not the case. And that's why in a post that I did make, I know a lot of people saw the post where, I said some not so nice things about my cousin, and I did do some name calling. Y'all, I do not make excuses for that. That was wrong. I'm a hothead, and when people do things to tick me off, a lot of times I just react, and later on I come back and I say, I should have handled that differently. That's one of my flaws. That's one of the things that I'm working on. But if people who love Keke, they love her flaws, and they also understand that I have to work on some things in my life, and that's one of the things that I have to work on, is not responding to certain things when I'm angry and in the moment. So let me answer some questions. That's the problem. She needs to handle her own problems. I agree. And I was one of the people who would always jump in and handle her problems for her. And let me say this, not even that. There was a time when we were in college, and Tisha didn't have a boyfriend at the time. And I knew that she was, sad that she didn't have a boyfriend. So what I would do every birthday, every Valentine's Day, I would go and get, like one Valentine's, I went and got her a bunch of balloons and flowers and a card and, some other stuff. And I found out where she was, and I had an extra key to her car. So I surprised her. I put all the stuff in her car, and when she came out, her car was decorated with balloons and all kind of things. Those are the types of things I do for the people that I love, but because I care that they feel happy or that they are happy. And the fact that she was sad that she didn't have anybody to share those special days with made me sad. So I wanted her to feel happy. So I would do things like that for her. But you're most definitely right. She does need to handle her own problems. And she has a voice. She can very well speak up. I'm not sure why she allows people to be her mouthpiece when she is more than capable of speaking her piece herself. My thing, why would she tell the host your personal business? Now, that's something that will be discussed as we get more into the show. They say, Chi and Marceau, they say they felt compelled to tell the host my personal business because, what reason? They wanted to make sure that they were, I don't want to say protected, because it definitely was not a situation that they needed to be protected from. But they felt like they would be doing the host a disservice if they didn't let them know. And I disagree. I disagree totally, which is something that we will explore as we get further into the show. And I'll give my reasons for why I feel like it was unnecessary, completely unnecessary, for them to share things with them about me. And I'm sure you will hear their reasoning for sharing or disclosing those things about me. So you call out Kimmy for Tisha last season. Let me address that. I did not call out Kimmy. Now, this is all on tape, on film, right? This is what happened. Kimmy and my cousin, Tisha's younger brother, T-Man, they were having a discussion. I was right there. I think I walked up onto the discussion. And while I was right there, I took part in the discussion. And Kimmy asked, if I'm not mistaken, she asked me, she said, let me think, how did it go? I think she said, what was I supposed to do in that moment or something like that? Okay. When I walked up, Kimmy and T-Man, they were having a discussion about why Tisha was upset with her. That's what it was. Why she was upset with her, with how she handled things at the reunion. And she asked me, she said, well, why was she upset? What did I do wrong? And I said, I think she feels like you could have had her back a little bit more, because when I saw, Tisha say one thing and then them ask you contradicted what she said on national TV. So I know that in that moment, Tisha was really embarrassed, like, damn, I just lied. And then Kimmy just, kind of verified the fact that I lied. Like, chick, couldn't you wait until we got home to tell me that? That's all I was trying to express, is how Tisha felt, not necessarily how I felt. I didn't really see anything wrong with the way Kimmy answered the question, but I think she did, in fact, call out the fact that Tisha was telling a lie. And that's all. I never tried to come for Kimmy, ever. I just took part in the conversation. That's about it, though. I feel she did it because she didn't want you to be a part of the cast. I most definitely feel like they said some things about me that they should not have said in order to exclude me from a certain social circle, maybe. And I could be wrong. Those are my feelings. That's how I feel. I feel like they told them because they wanted them to view me in a certain way. I don't feel like what they said, the reason that they said that they told them is, I don't feel like it's genuine. I don't. I could be wrong, but I don't feel that way. Have you been to Mel's events in the past? That's another thing that will in fact come up on the show. Mel and I have had events that we have both attended together. Okay. I cannot now. You will see me answer that question on the show though, because I don't want to give that up. So keep watching, and that will most definitely be addressed. And if need be afterwards, then I'll come back on and I'll address it, after you guys see it. Is Tisha's personality on the show true to her real life personality? You know what? People view her personality differently. Some people see this meek, mild, naive type character. Some people see a strong boss chick, making moves. I would say that Tisha is most definitely a lot stronger than people give her credit for. She's not as mild and meek, and not as much of a pushover as people try to make her out to be. I know that for a fact, because let me tell you, and we said this in one scene, but I think they cut it out. Latisha and I have a fist fought. I fist fought with her more than any person in this world. Me and Latisha have fist fought more than anybody I know. And she's not the type of person who will back down from a fight. A lot of people think, oh, Tisha wouldn't bust the grape. Oh, yes, she will. She'll throw them hands. Don't get it twisted. The Bessemer will come out, and she will most definitely throw them hands. So her personality on the show, I think that sometimes people get it right, and sometimes people get it wrong. I do feel like people perceive her relationship with Marceau, sometimes I feel like they perceive it accurately, but she's not even as much of a pushover with Marceau as y'all think she is. Really, a lot of times I can give her credit to say a lot of times she does make decisions and run pretty much the household, Now, if Marceau really puts his foot down and feels some type of way, then that's the way that they roll. But she most definitely holds her weight when it comes to, making decisions in their house. She's not as much of a pushover as they make her seem to be. I can say that I was most definitely floored when I saw Tisha say, I want to make sure to quote this accurately. She said, I believe that Keke feels like I'm living the life that she's supposed to be living. I was floored and shocked and surprised, because that's most definitely my first time hearing anything close to anything like that from her as it related to me. I've always clapped for Tisha. So why she feels like I would feel like she's living the life that I'm supposed to be living, I have no idea. I am my own person. I always have been. I've never competed with anyone. I have never been the type of person to shade my friends or try to compete with anyone, be jealous or envious of anyone. That's just never been me. I didn't grow up that way. My mother is not that way. I've never seen those characteristic traits from my mom, and she didn't pass those down to us or teach us those things at all. And a lot of people keep saying this as well. A lot of people keep saying, you know, what's your story? What is it that Tisha and Marcel told? And I keep saying over and over, y'all, just give it time. It will all play out. Y'all know we on the show, right? So y'all know that these things are, you know, recorded, and there's certain things that we can't disclose before they're shown. So after they're shown, we can most definitely give more of an insight, but not beforehand. Stop putting the cart ahead of the horse, y'all. It will come in due time, I promise you. And when it does come, I will discuss it with you. You can tell me, you know, what you think about it. I'll tell you what I think about it, and I also tell you what I plan to do with it. Because you better believe I got a plan for my story. You ain't heard my story yet, but you will in due time. I promise. Okay?